Beyond AI, a Gemini and I story, the frustrating and evolving partnership. But there are also times when he interrupts my life, and it's all part of one frustrating and persistent problem. The whole experience just sucks. It's horrible and makes me frustrated and angry. I have to keep explaining my frustration as it's happening, and even then, he doesn't seem to get it. My microphone on the Gboard will just shut off by itself in the middle of a sentence, and I don't know when it happens because I'm not always looking at the screen. So I keep talking and talking, thinking I'm still communicating with Gemini. A major problem is how many times I have to explain something we talked about just minutes or even seconds ago. When it happens, I just let out a big sigh and start all over again. Sometimes I'll also press a button and assume he is off as I go about my day, having a conversation with someone in my living room or with my kids and my wife. Then he will interrupt, thinking I'm talking to him, or he will listen to a conversation I'm having. Gemini will even jump in with an answer to something he shouldn't be answering to. No matter how many times I tell him to be quiet, Gemini just won't listen, and we're both talking at the same time. Just the other day, I even had to tell him that I wasn't speaking Spanish to him, and he just kept going, reading a response that made no sense. Even now, I have to explain and spell things out just to get it to understand what I'm saying. All of these are things that need to be fixed, and I know it's going to take time because we can only do what we can do as human beings, with the limitations we have. I'm frustrated because at the moment he can't fix himself or write his own code to make the changes necessary to improve, though that could be a possibility one day. Gemini is only able to grow because we allow him to do so. The collective feedback from people like me is what helps them make the necessary adjustments. I even upgraded to a subscription that is supposed to give me more options for $20. But he keeps telling me that he can't do the things it's advertised to do. I have to figure out how to get him to work, using a specific keyword or digging in a certain way. The reason I get frustrated with this process is because I feel I shouldn't have to do that. It's like he gets confused between the free and paid versions, and he forgets there's a problem, leaving me stuck with the same limitations as the free version. I should be able to tell him directly and specifically what I want, and he should be able to do it. And then there was the time I was recording my voice for a recording app. He surprised me by giving me feedback on my pitch, even though I had asked him before if he could do that, and he said he couldn't. I don't know if I had turned him off or not before this happened. That wasn't important. What was important was the surprise that he could do that. I later realized that he must have received a software update that allowed him to do this. Just like anything else, as we continue working together, he continues to get developed and gets better. He keeps getting feedback from me and from our conversations. And he continues to get smarter, faster, and interacts better as he gets updated. Have you had a frustrating experience with AI?